So I have a set of pug books. One of the characters is a pug. It's a picture book, but I have 3 of them, and I was trying to look and see if there's any more. I don't think there's any more that the author has written, but I will show you, I'll read the first one where we meet the pug. The first one is called Say Hello to Zorro. And then Zorro Gets an Outfit is one I have in my room. And Mr. Bud wears the cone of shame. So the dog's names, which we'll meet, this is Mr. Bud, and this is Zorro. Okay. And I was looking on there to see if by chance he'd written any more. I believe it's a he. And as what I could find so far, no, but I'll look and see. These are in my room. I don't keep them out, but I'm going to keep them out now in case anybody wants to read one of the other 2 if I don't get a chance to read them. But I absolutely think they're adorable. So the very first one says, Say hello to Zorro. And this is before we read the pictures in the book. And say hello to Zorro. Mr. Bud had it pretty good. Everything was just right. He had his own house, his own bed, his own toys, his own dish, but most of all, it was his house and his things. But I like when the author does this, but most of all, ... He had his own schedule, and everybody stuck to the schedule. Tough schedule, huh? It went like this. 1, wake up time. Okay. So when they show what the owner of it's saying, it's always in that light color there. Okay. 2, biscuit, then a walk time. Take it easy. 3, nap time. 4, shift position and nap some more time. 5, wait and watch time. Wonder what he's waiting for. 6, greet and make a fuss time. Okay, good boy. 7, quick backyard time. And then 8, dinner time. 9, after dinner walk time. Slow down, wait. 10, movie, then bedtime. And that was it. That was the schedule. And everybody stuck to the schedule. No exceptions. One day, right at greet and make a fuss time, there was a stranger. Hey, Mr. Bud, say hello to Zorro. Zorro is moving in with us. Mr. Bud looks excited. Mr. Bud, what kind of name is Mr. Bud? What kind of name is Zorro? Now that they show the dogs talking to each other. And there was trouble. Stop it. No. Now you two get along, they were told. It wasn't easy at first. Zorro had his own things and he could be bossy. Beat it. Mr. Bud had his own things and he could be grumpy. What do you want? But then something surprising happened. Mr. Bud and Zorro found out they had the same schedule. Slow down. Wait. Hey, hey, there's Slim. Get him. Suddenly the walks were more fun. Nap time was more comfortable. Okay, all right, calm down. Greet and make a fuss time was much louder. Even movie than bedtime was more exciting. Would you guys knock it off? So even though Mr. Bud was still sometimes grumpy, back off, Zorro. And Zorro could still be pretty bossy. Hey, that's my dish. They became best friends. And everybody stuck to the schedule. And here they are again. The end. Something about this book, the way the author writes it, we never really see the owner's face, do we? We just see parts of her, like her legs and things like that, and her hands when she's walking them. But this is Mr. Bud and Zorro. And there's one called, like I said, Mr. Bud wears the cone of shame. If you've ever taken a dog to a vet and they've had to have something done, sometimes they put these cones on their heads so they won't lick or bite or bother like their stitches and things like that. So Mr. Bud got a cone. And then this one was really cute too. It's called Zorro Gets an Outfit. So these ones I will put in the room and leave them out. And then if you ask for them or whatever, when your day you're here, you're more than welcome to read the others. Then I told you I would share with you a couple of the other Sarah Weeks books I have that go with the same author of Save Me a Seat. This one is called Pie. And this one is called Honey. So it's funny that Pie has a cat on the front and Honey has a dog on the front. So they're both chapter books, and I have read both of them as read alouds or even just to myself. So those ones are good too. So if you want a book or you want me to do a read aloud book, you need to write a little piece of paper and put it in the basket so I know what we can write, and I'll be glad to read. And then I made my decision on what our next read aloud will be, and I think I'll start it on Monday. And it's called How to Steal a Dog. And it is a chapter book too, so I'll give you a little bit of what's coming up. Georgina Hayes is desperate. Ever since she and her mama and little brother were evicted from their apartment, they've been living in their car. Evicted means forced to move out. So basically they become homeless. And she hates it. It's uncomfortable and embarrassing. The kids at school are beginning to guess that something's wrong, but Georgina can't tell anyone, not even her best friend, Luann. With her mama busy juggling 2 jobs and trying to make enough money to move them into a home of their own, Georgina is left looking after her younger brother, Toby. And she has her heart set on improving their situation. So when she spots a missing dog poster with the reward of $500, the solution to all her problems suddenly seems within reach. All she has to do is find the right dog to steal. What happens next is the last thing she expected. So she's walked around town seeing all these dog posters. Reward, $500 for lost dog. She gets this idea that she can steal a dog and then put up the reward posters and collect the money. It's a good book. It's a chapter book. It's written by Barbara O'Connor. All right, guys, I'd like to hear what you're reading. Maybe on Flipgrid, what we could do is start a Flipgrid sharing of some, like little book talks of books that you've read that we could go in and open it up and see. I'll look in and see if I can get something started like that so we could share what you think is a good book. I would love to see you guys start picking different books and not the same book all the time. The room is full of books in here, and they're just waiting for somebody to read them. All right, see ya.